between 500 and 600 before Christ, Siddhartha Gautama was born in Nepal in a royal family. When he was born, the astrologer told his father, "Your son one day either will become a great king or a great monk." So his father took every care that his son will never get out of the palace compound. Everything was provided to him. But he was kept away from seeing dead bodies, sick people, elderly people, suffering people, and so on. He married to a beautiful princess. One day, Siddhartha, without knowing his parents, escaped and went outside the palace. And as he was roaming around, he saw elderly people, he saw sick people, he saw poor people, he saw a few people carrying a corpse. So he became very sad. He came back to his palace and began to reflect why this is happening, why there is sadness, why there is suffering. He asked his teachers. Their answer didn't satisfy him. He read various religious books. He couldn't find the answer. So finally, one night, he left his family, his wife, and came to India. And about 115 kilometers from Patna, you know where is Patna in Bihar, went to a place called Bodh Gaya. After bathing in the river, he sat down under a peepal tree and said to himself, "I will not get up until and unless I find the answer." It seems he sat there for more than 40 days, meditating. Finally, he was enlightened. He discovered the reason for suffering in the world. The reason is desire. In Sanskrit, it is called trashna. Literally means thirst. This desire leads to so many things. You desire certain things. You want to possess it, either material things or people. And when you don't get it, you become sad. You get irritated. You get angry. And jealousy comes. And jealousy leads to so many other things. Non-cooperation, gossiping, revenge, and finally, murdering. This is the network. One leads to another. The basic problem is with the desire. You have an unholy desire. You can have a good desire that I want to be a good person, I want to study, I want to come up in life. Those are good. But then you can have negative desires. And Siddhartha, Gautam became Gautama Buddha. Buddha means enlightened one. In today's, both the readings, we heard how jealousy created further problems. In the first reading we heard, Jacob had 12 sons, not from the same mother, 2 of his wives and 2 maids. Father is same, Jacob. Mothers are different, 12. But among his 12 sons, Joseph was the apple of the eye, dearest one. And he had made Joseph a special cloak. So his brothers were always envied Joseph because they were told to take the sheep for grazing. Joseph was at home with his dad. So they were waiting for an opportunity to take revenge. And that opportunity came. His father sent him, go and see what your brothers are doing. So he went in search of his brothers, and the brothers saw from a distance, and they said, now is the time, now we'll kill him. They caught him, and they wanted to kill him. But the eldest brother, Reuben, pleaded. He said, why to shed our own blood? Let us put him here. There is one abandoned well is there, pit is there. Let him throw there. His intention was, later on he will rescue his brother. So they put him there. Why they did? Jealousy. Our brother has nice cloak. He is the apple of our daddy, and he has no work. He is at home enjoying life, and we have been here slogging in the sun. So finally, as they were having meals, they saw some Ishmaelites from Egypt were coming. So they got an idea. Why to keep him there? He will die there. Let us sell him. So they sold him. And finally, what happened? Joseph landed up in the Pharaoh's palace as a prime minister. And his very own brothers, who hated him, who sold him, who wanted to kill him, they have to come and prostrate before him because they had no food. There was a famine in Israel. So they came to Egypt. But they didn't recognize Joseph. But Joseph recognized them. So with the jealousy, what happened? Joseph's brother were humbled to prostrate before him. And God used this opportunity to raise Joseph. In the second reading, Jesus tells the parable of the vineyard and the tenants. The tenants supposed to give whatever amount was agreed upon. So when the master sent his servants, no. They killed one and beat another. His servant, most servants, they did the same. And finally, the master thought, I will send my son, they will respect him. No, they said, he is the heir, let us kill him, then the vineyard become ours. Desire to possess that which doesn't belong to you. And what happens? Of course, they killed the master's son. And what did the master do? Master killed all of them and gave the vineyard to some other tenants. Jesus told this parable. Let us apply to ourselves. Many times we read Bible, it becomes like entertainment for us. Homily has become entertainment for our people. Homily is not for entertainment. Homily is for self-introspection, for the one who is delivering the homily and to the listeners. Do we not suffer from jealousy? Men and women. It could be more in women, maybe little less in men, but jealousy. Everywhere, all places. No place is free from jealousy. Priest's house, convents, Catholic families, Hindu families, all families, there is jealousy. Why jealousy comes? One is the desire. Second, jealousy comes because I compare myself with others. Jealousy comes because I suffer from inferiority complex. If I accept my place of birth, my height, my size, my skin color, my family background, my inheritance, everything what I have, if I accept as God's gift to me, jealousy will not come. Instead of thanking God, what I am doing, I look at others. Look at that lady, more beautiful than me. She is taller than me. She has a latest car. Mine is what here? I don't have even a Maruti. I have to go on a scooter with my life partner. See, we compare. Therefore, jealousy comes, and then all other things come. As I said in the earlier homily, in the animal world, there is no jealousy. There is no desire to possess things. In animal world, they do fight for food, for water, for their space, and while mating. That's all. Otherwise, the animals live in peace. A crow will not look at a parrot and say, "Oh, parrot's color is so beautiful. What is this, my dark color, black color?" Will a crow kill its own young chicks? Have you seen any time? No. If that was done, no crows would have been in the world. But there are crows and there are parrots. Because parrot doesn't look at a crow and crow doesn't look at a parrot. So simple. Dog will not look at a cat and cat will not look at a dog. Cat is happy to be cat and dog is happy to be a dog. It is only we who have been given the intellect, reasoning power. Instead of utilizing for positive things, we use for negative things. We make our own life miserable. And when I suffer from jealousy, what I do? I suppress others, I oppress others, I spoil their name. Many, we do the evil things. All because of inferiority complex. So we have to come out of this inferiority complex. How is it possible? Only by prayer? No, surely we have to pray to God and He will help us. But our effort is needed. We have to, as I've said, we have to control our mind. That I will not feel jealous. Rather, I will thank God always what God has given to me, and I thank God for what He has given to others which I don't have. Now, for instance, I am not a singer. These people who are sick, they are musicians and they sing. Am I jealous of them? No. Jealousy doesn't enter my head. Why? I trained myself that way. Rather, I rejoice that they are singing so well. So simple. Trained your mind. Trained your mind not to get angry. I have also, when people come to me, I tell them, I'll give you a challenge. Let's go outside the church, not inside the church. You know all the bad words, in Konkani and all, I did not say from here. You give all those bad words to me. I will just smile, I will bless you, and I will go away from that. It doesn't affect me. Because I don't allow it to enter me. Since they are not entered me, I will not feel sad. I can continue my work with peacefulness. So therefore, effort is needed. God's grace one side and effort. If you tell again and again to your mind, I will not get angry, I will not be jealous of others, I will not spoil somebody's name, I will not take revenge, I will not entertain negativity in me. For example, you know how our health deteriorates? Various reasons. One, important reason is negative thinking creates negative energy in us. So we have to always think positive. Positive in the sense good things. And you see your health increases. This is my experience. Do this. This parable invites us for that. Both the parables. Let us make our life cheerful and meaningful. And when we live a cheerful and meaningful life, make others also cheerful and meaningful. This earth itself will become a starting point of a heaven. Heaven is not after our death. Hell is not after our death. We begin here, our heaven and hell here. That is the culmination. Let us ask God the grace through the intercession of St Francis Xavier, who dedicated his life for others, irrespective of caste, creed, color, language, culture, food habits, so on. He loved all people. Therefore, he went around so many places that we may obtain the grace to lead a cheerful and meaningful life.